Good morning, everybody. Just a little quick bit about myself. I've been with SparkHound now since 2015. In December will be 10 years. Prior to becoming a consultant on in our infrastructure process and working my way up through our organization to become a solutions architect, I was a service owner working directly for businesses in web startups, the financial space, telecom, and PCI industries for about 18 years. Since coming on to SparkHound, my focus has been really trying to help organizations move from on-premise infrastructures to Office 365 and infrastructure as a service in Azure, as well as doing a lot of M&A work for our customers. So CERT is not just a web thing, right? By not using a ton of folders and a ton of movement around what's in your inbox, you can use search to find the things you need without all those sort of classic ways that I've seen users utilize their inbox. Being a service owner for Microsoft Exchange for 20 plus years and Exchange Online, I have seen a lot of different ways that end users will manage, maintain, organize, and keep their email in their inbox. And again, my number one tip is don't get bogged down in that, right? And I think the best way to prevent that is by using the search options inside of Outlook. So the search toolbar will let you look for things by keywords, by email addresses, by domains. It also has the ability to accept standard Boolean operators. So you can use an and or a not or an or. You can use less than or greater than or equals. Those are all valid Boolean operators in the search toolbar. But there's also things that Microsoft has built in which are contextual based, which kind of fall under this expert mode of search. You can search by subject, by from, by received, if it has an attachment, what kind of attachment it might be, and a few other things. Let's flip over and take a look at some actual real world examples. So on the left side, I've got a Hyper-V VM Windows 11 with Outlook Classic. And on the right side, I've got another VM with Outlook New, and it's in dark mode, so it's easy for us to tell which one is which. Without further ado, let's look at some of the search items, right? So in search, one of the better things is that it keeps your recent searches, so you can continue to search over and over again if you have things, that you're looking for regularly. One of the nice things about this search is that it does have some built-in iterations. If we search for items from me, right? So I have sent some direct things to here. I've got some results. It could be a few like this. It could be hundreds. It could be, just one. But if you have things that you can further add to reduce, like for instance, if we look and tag on this is an iterative item to my existing search. So this has further reduced the results to tell me that this has an attachment. So we won't always get so lucky to find the singular one, but if we can reduce further our results, then we get closer and closer to not having to figure out, where is the folder for Doug in my mailbox, and why do I have to move folders from Doug all the time, or items into folders for Doug all the time? It's really not necessary, right? So those same searches are available in, this is Outlook Classic again on the left, also available in Outlook New. So the search toolbar works very much the same. There are a few items which are additional inside of Outlook Class, and one of the ones I've noticed is this mention me option. So if you're familiar in Teams, you can, if you're in a chat with multiple people, you can tag somebody to point them out, and that's with an @ sign and their username. You can do that in an email as well, And as you can see here in the iterative search options, I can look for things which have mentioned me. So in this message, I sent an example where I actually put, "This one is for you" at the Spark Count test, and that called it out pretty nicely. But those are some great ways to use standard search. If we talk about, and you can see how this one has sort of this expert add-on here on the left, it says has attachments, yes. So if we move into some of those expert mode things, we could say from and Douglas, and then it will only show you those things. Let's try, I will do subject instead, presentation. All right, so I got a couple of different items here that have presentation in the subject, and if I further tack on has attachments, we get down to that singular one. We can also do things like subject presentation, and then we can tack on the Boolean from Douglas Gallimore at spark.com, and then that further narrows down our search. Remember, this can be an or a not, and then even still, we can hit this iterative items, which are right here in the quick toolbar, and then we can narrow our search further. Those are all sort of basic or expert level search options, but you also always have the advanced find or advanced search. So if you're in Outlook Classic, you can use the Control Shift and F. So Control F is a pretty common keyboard shortcut to do find in any Microsoft application. But if you add the Shift on in Outlook, you'll get the advanced find. And in here, you can look for messages. You can look for items, contacts, files, journal entries, notes, tasks. You can sort by which part of your mailbox you want to look in. Is it your inbox, your sent, your deleted items, your archive, wherever. You can segment all those things out. And then if you're an old school IT geek like me, you've got an interface that's a lot like a Active Directory users and computers, where you've got this style, which is kind of old school of search, where you can type in keywords, look for it in the subject or the field and the message body, other items. You can sort by your from in your contacts, who it was sent to, and then there's all these other choices as far as categories, or if the item was read or unread, if it has importance, etc. Are you matching case? You can look for it by size if you think it was a big email or a small email. And then you can do actual true content level or keyword searches here under advanced. So you can do a lot of things with the search in Outlook Classic by using the advanced find. In Outlook Classic, you don't have the same advanced find, but you do have the filter. So if you are doing a search and you want to get those advanced options, if you click the little filter button at the end of the search toolbar, you get the built-in more advanced search items and parameters from Outlook New that are here. The advanced find, as it is in Outlook Classic, is not 100% the same in Outlook New or Outlook Web.
Kathleen asks, how do we add date or year of emails received in the search?
Okay, so you can do that from the advanced search, or you can also use received. So if I say I want to look for, and this is a bad example in this case because I got all my mail on the same day in this test mailbox, but if I say received on 6/6/25, it will show me just the messages that came into that mailbox on that date. I believe that there are ways to do a range, but before I show contextually this week, and I believe it also supports today, and also this month. I want to just take a moment to say thank you to everyone for taking time out of their day to listen to me rant and rave about one of the things that I've used a lot in my time in the IT industry. It's been great sharing with you today, and I'm glad you were here. I hope you make it back to our next office hour session. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And again, appreciate you joining.